Hello Aries, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your tarot reading or tarot message for the month of September. I hope that you're well. We're looking into very much this forthcoming energy for this month is all about grounding yourself. So as a result of that, I thought it'd be quite good to use the Woodland Warden. So that's the oracle cards that we're using this month, this guy here. So you get an animal and a plant or a tree. That's the energy for the month ahead. And then also 6 tarot cards. So if you haven't been to me before, I take 1 from there and 6 from there. It's a brief and, in my style, quite direct message from the tarot. And if it doesn't resonate, please don't try and make it fit. Check out your moon and or your rising signs instead, because you may find there's something there for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into Aries. The details of the cards that I'm using will be in the description. Oh gosh, that flew out. The porcupine and an enemy. And it is boundaries. So that's interesting to see what's going to come through there. What message would you like to give Aries about boundaries? I bet some of you will be saying already, I know that this year has been very much about you relinquishing your desire to help someone, you know, and it's almost been that you've had to work hard on letting other people make their mistakes. I have to hide that underneath, and we know why, because, oh look, we've got 3 actually. YouTube is quite particular about any kind of imagery that has any human form on it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we've got boundaries here. And I do feel that at the very beginning of the month, you're looking for a new opportunity. You can see here that you're weighing up your options. And it's because you feel I feel that it's all about timing. It's all about the fact that you are looking for signs and guidance. Yeah, the beginning of the month is very much about you going, okay, where am I meant to be? It feels like it's you're being called somewhere intuitively. The High Priestess is saying, listen to your intuition. That's what's causing you to look outside of where you currently are for opportunities. This is the 3 of Wands. So this is a card where you usually, this one here, the 3 of Wands. So you can see there that he is basically stood there and he's looking at all these ships and waiting for his ship to come in. Now, when you get this card, it means that you've had the idea and you've probably made a decision to do something, and now you're wondering, or, you know, well, you're not wondering, but you have actually put something out there in the universe that says, right, okay, so this is about you taking a leap of faith. I'm just tuning into this. I do really feel that you are being guided in not a different direction, but in an alternative direction. Okay, so we'll see what that kind of relates to, but we've got a lot of wands here, Aries. So this is about your daily bread, you know, you're working. And see where the boundaries come in, because it feels as if you are... okay, yeah, the boundaries come in at the end of the month. Okay, so you begin the month by looking and going, right, okay, guide me, universe. Take me. Where is it that you want me to leave? Now, can you see this? You've got a 3, a 4, and a 6 of wands. So this is very work related. This is something you do on a daily basis, and you are extremely passionate about it. It feels as if there's another player here. There's somebody else. I want you to imagine that it's like a drama that's out. A drama that is playing out. Okay, and it's a very rewarding one. So you're playing your part. That's kind of like the language that's coming through here. You're playing your part in a role. And it's going to pay off, okay? You begin the month by literally you're looking at this opportunity and you're looking at this opportunity to settle down, to create something that is, can I say foundation stones? So it's like setting up the foundation for something that's going to come rewarding in here. Now, you start putting it out there, and then very, very quickly you start to see how it may take shape. Something very, I want to say energetic, something very, you're not surprising. It's almost like you really need this. So the universe is coming in and saying, right, okay, this is where you belong. So you're getting like a sign in the middle of the month that actually, so you put it out there, you're being guided, and then in the middle of the month, it's like, okay, this is, I'm able to make this happen. It's almost like you can see that this has the opportunity. Imagine that you are in a promotion situation at work, and or you're looking to expand or play something around your role. Whatever happens at the beginning of the month, this opportunity that you're considering, it stabilizes and you get success from it in the middle of the month. Okay, it's all consuming though, so it's almost like the reward of this, if you think it's going to be, you know, you're going to have to really, really become quite passionate about it. It's going to consume an awful lot of your energy. I'm trying to think if there's trying to see if there's anything else that they want me to say about it. But basically, it's out there, it stabilizes, there's victory here. After this, almost, I feel there's another player in place here that allows this to kind of like come to fruition for you. Yeah, there's two of you, and the second person is very integral to this happening and brings you success. So if you've got a role situation out playing at work, then you've got two people here, and the second person allows it to kind of, but I do now, this is where it comes into it. You both are playing an integral role in making this materialize for you. But you need to be really clear around boundaries. I've got a feeling that you may be taking on a little bit more than you can, your passion for it and your energy and enthusiasm and all these sorts of things, you know, especially when you get that big victory, go ahead in the middle of the month. When that happens, you know, your tendency is to take on too much, you know, because you think, well, this is what I'm meant to be doing. It's like you're looking for signs, and then the sign is all there, and then you like throw yourself at it. But the danger is there that you're not setting any boundaries. So the only let's say balancing message here from the tarot is this is going to happen, it's great, but you need to set the boundaries, because there's a lot of balancing act here goes on at the end of the month, and only you will know what this means when it comes to it. Is you are expected to be in two places at once, do two things at the same time. It feels as if you're doing almost like one job and then another job, or you're in two places at the time. You're expected, you almost would like to clone yourself, you know, that's the kind of conflict that's going on within you, and it is a conflict. So you're being torn at the end of the month. So if you put the boundaries, if you listen to the tarot and you put these boundaries in place, I can do that, but this has to go, you know, kind of that whole message around this is where I need to be. But yes, there's nothing wrong with boundaries, you know, you're not going to lose it because you put boundaries in place. Even if it's you're starting up your own business or you're starting up a new business, then you need to set your own personal boundaries around what percentage of your time are you going to give to this business, because you can't burn it out both ways. You just won't be able to do that. And the tarot is very much saying, right, okay, it's all great. It's all as it should be. Listen to the High Priestess. She is guiding you. You're going to be completely consumed and energetic and passionate about this, but you need to put the boundaries in place, or you are going to have like a lot of inner conflict going on. I do almost feel like there's an element of, I want to say, guilt here at play as well, that you know, you're not able to throw yourself into completely something. But as long as you get the boundaries right, or if you set up those, you know, those parameters, then actually you should be fine. Okay, so it's an interesting month. It feels very work related, or something you do on a daily basis to bring in cash. It could be a new business, it could be an existing situation wherever you are. And as I say, the only message from the tarot really is yeah, It's going great. You're going to do really well. This is what's happening. It's going to come back to you by the middle of the month. But then get those boundaries in place, because otherwise you're going to have a conflict around not getting the balance right, because you throw yourself into everything you see. Okay, so get the balance right. Set those boundaries and you will have an awesome September. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.